Hi guys, Daz here with another episode of my top 10 selling comic books of the week. This time it's episode 68. I hope you are all safe and well. Today I'm going to be discussing the best selling comics on eBay for the week of the 12th of April 2020. Since coverprice.com came on the scene, they've become a go-to spot for watching eBay trends on comics, and they scour thousands of eBay sales to culminate data to spotlight the hottest selling books. Here is this week's top 10, guys. As always, let's find out if you can beat me. Most people normally do. We are starting with some Star Wars spec in at number 10. This was in my top 10 last week out. The book in question, due to the Mandalorian season getting very hot, is Star Wars Kanan, The Last Padawan, issue number 1. This is the first appearance of Sabine Wren, a Mandalorian warrior who is widely speculated to be coming into the Mandalorian, whether it be season 2 or season 3 down the line. It's also the first cameo appearance of Ezra Bridger, another key character from the Rebels animated TV show. Of course, also the first appearance of Kanan Jarrus, the Jedi in the middle there. This is the regular Mark Brooks cover. Sabine Wren, apparently, because I've not seen the Rebels at the end, goes off into the distance with Ahsoka at the end of the Rebels. This is what's getting speculators thinking of this book. Well, it sold 12 copies this past week at an average raw sale price of $8.47. I paid £11.95 for mine, but I'm a big Star Wars fan, so I was happy to get it even for that price. A good book going forward for sure. Number 9 on our list. The last few weeks have been dominated by Punchline, and this book still is punching, and it is Batman issue 89. Of course, the regular first printing, the first cameo appearance of Punchline and the designer, a couple of new villains. I've said it before, I like the designer more than I like Punchline. She is not going to be the next Harlequin in my opinion. But it hasn't stopped that book from selling. I own the B variant from Martina, the cardstock variant. That regular cover sold 20 copies at an average raw sale price of $31.12. I am not going to be paying even £20 for a copy. If I can find one, and I'm sure I will eventually, that's where I will go. Cheap as chips for that copy of that book. Number 8 on our list. You're going to have to pay a little bit for this one because this is a big book. And I have 2 copies. And there is a bit of a rumour coming that Gambit will eventually turn up on the Disney Plus. So we are turning to the second full appearance of Gambit, Remy Lobo. Chronologically, his first appearance in continuity in Uncanny X-Men issue 266. There we go, guys. I paid between those 2 copies just £2.75 for that one, and that one was gifted to me. And as you can see, my copy is signed by the inker Mike Collins. In fact, both copies are signed by Mike Collins. Now, the first appearance of Gambit actually occurs in X-Men Annual 14. But like I say, in continuity, this is the book. Well, it sold 15 copies at an average selling price now for raw of $85. So to have 2 copies, I'm stoked. Great issue going forwards. I liked Gambit in the Wolverine Origins movie. I don't know about your thoughts on that, guys. I actually didn't mind the movie. I'm a big Hugh Jackman fan. Was it the best movie? No. But I thought, is it Taylor Kitsch who played Gambit? He did a pretty good darn job, I thought. So, yeah, kudos to him. Number 7 on our list is a big book that is on my radar, But again, I'm not going to be paying 200 plus. I will keep my eye out at a convention. I don't mind paying around about 100 and 150 even, but I'm not overpaying. And the book in question, Amazing Spider-Man, issue 300, a big boy book. The first full appearance, of course, of Venom. And everything Venom and Carnage related at the moment is hot. We are getting a sequel to the Venom film starring Tom Hardy. And of course, Woody Harrelson is coming back as Carnage, Cletus Cassidy. But that issue was always a classic issue, and it sold 17 copies at an average raw price now of $185. Okay, so like I say, I'm not going to be paying 300, around about 150. I'll be happy with that. And sticking with Venom, number 6 on our list this time out is Venom Lethal Protector, issue number 1. The first solo book is still alive and well. Now, I only paid 50p for this. I found it at a car boot in the middle of 2017, but it's got a big old subscription crease down the middle. But, you know, I'm happy enough for that. This book, of course, heating up due to, like I said, the Tom Hardy Venom sequel that is going to be coming. And it sold 14 copies at an average raw price of $12.57. Now this is, of course, is the red foil cover. There is a gold one that I lost out at the death just recently, which is a nice one. I think there's another coloured one as well, if I'm not mistaken. But that's Venom Lethal Protector number 1. And that is our number 6 book. Moving on to number 5 on our list. Marvel TV related this time. And this is Falcon and Winter Soldier speculation. The book in question, which I find a little bit odd, is X-Men issue number 4, of course. The first appearance of Omega Red. Yeah, Omega Red is our Candy Gregorovich. And our Omega Red, I've said it before, I think he was in a deleted scene of Deadpool issue number 2, the movie. And it's an odd place for a mutant to first appear in the MCU. But time will tell. I'm not convinced, but people are still going out and buying this book in abundance. It sold 25 copies at an average raw price of $16. This is my best copy. I've paid £3 for this. I've sold 2 or 3 of these, that I find for £1. They are out there. There's tons of these out there. Do not overpay, but it's a good book to own. I can see Omega Red certainly turning up at some point. Number 4 on our list, like I said it before, this is a book I asked my friend Aaron to try and buy for me. Whether he's done that, I don't know, because obviously I can't get out at the moment. But this was one of the last spec books before the crash, even if it was for the wrong reasons. Still, the book in question is Nightwing issue number 70. This is the Joker Wars prelude, if I'm not mistaken. Now, this was heating up Nightwing issue 70 because people were thinking Punchline was going to be in that issue. Not the case. So, am I that fussed if I don't get the book? Not really. I was only picking it up for a quick flip. And as that opportunity is gone now, I'm happy if I get it. I'm happy if I don't, you know. People were paying silly money for that book early doors. That was up to about 30. But this book sold 26 copies at an average raw price still of $10.74. Now, number 3 on our list is one of my favourite books. And it was one of the first key books I remember picking up. I went to London and I saw it on a wall for 25 quid. Now I thought, yes, I'm going to snag that. And I was so excited, and I'm heading back to our hotel in London. I got back and couldn't find it. I'd left the book and several other key issues in a bag on the bus, and I was heartbroken. As we left to come home, popped in the bus station, nobody handed it in. Got halfway home and a call come in, somebody had handed it in, so we went all the way back and picked up my books. And the wife was quite understanding, actually. But it was just delighted to get this book. I found another copy since for £3, which I flipped for about 40. The book, Omega Men, issue number 3. Yeah, of course, it's the classic. It's a first appearance of Lobo. Yeah, this guy just here. And like I say, with new books not coming out at the moment, some of the old classics are still making it to the top. This book sold 23 copies at an average raw price of $47.50. Mine's high grade, near mint. I paid $25 for this one, like I said, and that was at the back end of 2016. Still doing well. Of course, Lobo appeared in the Krypton season 3, which I have yet to watch. He was going to get his own spin-off show, but that got cancelled. I'm hoping to see a big R-rated Lobo movie at the cinema. I think Michael Bay was attached at one point to direct a movie. Of course, he's known for Transformers, isn't he? Number 2 on our list. It's another book I own. I'm doing all right this time round. And it is a classic again that still hangs around my list most weeks. The book in question, Spawn issue number 1. Yeah, classic book, guys. First appearance of Jason Wynn, Mail Borgia, Wanda Fitzgerald, Salmon Twitch, Stephen Percival. The second title published by Image Comics. We got some gorgeous Todd McFarlane cover and art in the interior, and McFarlane has recently said that the Spawn movie is still coming. I think Jamie Foxx is not attached anymore, but they've got a big actor lined up. He hasn't said who it is yet, but he has got a replacement. I own the first Spawn movie, and I've got to be honest, I've never watched it all the way through, so I've got to get into my Spawn. I really have to focus. I've only ever read issue 9, the first appearance of Angela, but I've got all the early ones. But this book sold 32 copies. Now, it's not Spawn's first appearance. That is what I think is Malibu Sun 13. But 32 copies went at an average raw sale price of $14.20. Like I say, you can still get this book quite affordable because it was so mass-produced. I paid £1.31 for my copy of The Legend That Is Car Boot Tony. Brought a massive stack of books to my house. Some great deals I got that day. I got the first appearance of Stephen Wolf, I think, for about £2. Those were the days. So we're moving on to number 1 on our list, and you can probably guess what it is. Again, pretty much the last spec before comics went on hiatus, and really the only huge spec of 2020. Our number 1 book is a book that is still selling very well. It is Year of the Villain, Hell Arisen, issue number 3. The first full appearance of Punchline, guys. The first printing. That is our number 1 book. Like I say, is Punchline here to stay? I don't think so. But the character's certainly got an audience. People are snapping these up. The book sold 32 copies at an average raw sale price of $36.82. I will find that in a charity shop one day in the future. Mark my words. So, I've done all right this time round, guys. Out of 10, I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 for Dazzie out of the 10. Let me know in the comments how you got on. If you like what you see, please subscribe. Stick the thumbs up. It'll mean a world to me. Thanks. Bye for now.